was no bigger than a bug, no bigger than a bug. Oh, everything is so much bigger when you're no bigger than a bug.
Statements and questions. Statement.
A statement is a telling sentence. It tells the reader something. A statement starts with a capital letter and ends with a period. Here is an example of a statement.
Butterflies are cool. Question.
A question asks the reader something. A question begins with a capital letter and ends with a question mark. Questions also start with a question word.
What is a question word?
Here are some examples of question starter words. Why, where, do, is, would, who, does, can, did, could, how, shall, should, what, if, when, are, will, may. When you ask a question out loud, your voice rises, like this.
Do you hear my voice rise?
Okay, are you ready to try some examples? In the screens that follow, there will be a sentence. See if you can determine whether or not the sentence is a statement or a question. Remember to look for the clues. Statements start with a capital letter and end with a period. Questions start with a capital letter and a question starter word and end with a question mark. Also, when spoken, questions end with the voice rising. Ready to begin? Here's the first example. Adult butterflies feed on flower nectar. Is that a question or a statement?
Statement.
You are correct. Did you notice that the first letter in the word adult is capitalized? And did you notice that there was a period at the end of this sentence? Both of those together indicate that this was indeed a statement. Are you ready to try another example? Don't forget to look for the clues again. Okay, here it is. Where can I find butterfly eggs?
Question.
Great job! Yes, that was a question. Let's go over the clues. The first letter of the sentence was a capital. And the first word was a question starter word. Where is one of many question starter words. And did you notice the question mark at the end of the sentence? That surely tells you that this was indeed a question. Okay, let's try another one. How long does a butterfly live?
Question.
Yes, you are correct. That was another question. Let's look again at the clues. The capital H at the start of the sentence, the question starter word how, and the question mark all help us to figure out that yes, this is a question. Okay, now let's try a couple of examples where you'll have to listen to tell if the sentence is a statement or a question. Listen carefully.
Statement.
That's right. The sentence, caterpillars eat milkweed, is a statement. Let's try the next example.
Do you want to see our caterpillars?
Question.
You did a fantastic job today going through all of those examples. Now, I'd like you to come up with some questions and statements of your own. Take a look at the pictures that follow and see if you can come up with statements about the butterfly life cycle and questions about the butterfly life cycle. I'm sure you'll come up with a lot. So sit back, relax, and take a look.
One morning when I woke up, I couldn't believe my eyes. Everything in my bedroom was now an enormous size. I was standing on a pillow as big as a mountainside, and my blanket stretched before me like an ocean far and wide. I was no bigger than a bug, no bigger than a bug. Oh, everything is so much bigger when you're no bigger than a bug. I hiked across the hallway, but it took me a long, long time. The carpet, it was a jungle, thick with trees and vines, and the stairs were these enormous cliffs I was scared to climb. Fortunately, I found my model plane and I went flying. Yeah, I was no bigger than a bug, no bigger than a bug. Oh, everything is so much bigger when you're no bigger than a bug. I made it to the kitchen and I climbed up on the rim of a cereal bowl that looked as big as a football stadium. I dove into my breakfast. It's a good thing I can swim. I ate and ate, boy, did it feel great. Up to my legs in scrambled eggs, up to my belly in bread and jelly, up to my eyes in blueberry pies. Tons of fun. And when I was done, I was back to my normal size.